And you know, most often, at least I find in my life, it's not a cut and dry choice, day after day after day. We hear Moses say in the first lesson today, I set before you life and death, so choose life. Well, of course we're going to choose life. But that's not how it comes at us most days. Most days, it's pretty muddled. Most days, relationships are complicated. Most days, there are all sorts of considerations that we have to take into account. The path of discipleship is in the midst of our muddled lives, granting that there are no red or green choices, that in fact everything is kind of muddled. Given that our lives are that kind of muddled path, it is to hold up the light of that kingdom day in and day out. Day in and day out, to be drawn into that light and to let our lives, every aspect of our life, our relationship with others, our relationship with our possessions, our relationship with our own egos, be shaped by the life and example and teachings of Christ. So, what comes across to us today in this reading is not an absolute judgment about how we are to treat mothers and fathers and possessions and ourselves, but rather a path of discipleship to follow. And we can imagine when the crowd heard this, they didn't want to do that. And they fell away, and we will find later in this story, not too long from now, that there aren't many of those disciples left. And in the end, they're not. Christ comes into the midst of our lives with the invitation to join this kingdom and let this kingdom be the measure of our own lives, and to live into that kingdom, that we too may be the light of the world. Amen.
Amen.